Hello and welcome to RadioTimes.com's reaction to the latest episode of Taskmaster. We're here to settle the scores and to separate the leaf-blowing wellies from Lasso Perkins. Right, Patrick, we've just watched episode 3 of the latest season. We're going to talk our moment of the week. I'll go first. My moment of the week this week was Sam Campbell doing an absolutely incredible job during the underneath task. He really went hell for leather. 74 things, I think it was, he got underneath every eight or so seconds. Almost inspiring in terms of how deranged and manic it was. I thought it was a brilliant job.
Yeah, I think one thing we've learned from the few episodes so far is that when Sam Campbell puts his mind to it, he's a very determined and very committed man. Whether that's kind of putting a question mark next to everything in the source, or indeed just standing under a ridiculous number of things. Also that moment produced a brilliant exchange between Greg and Sam back in the studio when Greg made a remark about wanting to pick Sam up and put him in a papoose, and Sam kind of retorted with a similarly said he wanted to pour oil over Greg. It was just, a brilliant little moment.
It's a good glimpse into the mind of Sam Campbell, and also Greg Davies, which is not a bad place to be. Okay, Patrick, what was your moment of the week?
Yeah, I think in truth, I would probably go along the same lines as you and say that kind of Sam Campbell task was the moment of the week. But in the interest of variety, but not too much variety, I'm going to say a moment from the same task, which was kind of Susan and Lucy basically just picking the same tasks, the same thing to stand under repeatedly. Despite Susan's kind of utmost confidence that she was being very unique with her suggestions. And then the way that was kind of edited together with a split screen, and you're just kind of seeing them repeatedly, the same thing over and over again. Yeah,
absolutely. It shouldn't be so funny seeing people just underneath tables and chairs at the same time, but somehow Taskmaster makes it work. We also had a mention of the secret task again. We want to talk a little bit about this because it's popped up in every episode so far, and it's always been in that room, in the same room where the underneath task took place. And looking at the camera angles, we're starting to get a sense there might be something on the table behind them, because if you look at the way that it's shot when Alex talks to the contestants, there's a picture of a woman on the table behind them, and it's always in view. And sometimes it's a sort of an odd camera angle, kind of straining to get that in view when he's talking about the secret task. So there might be something there we're thinking on the table, possibly.
Yeah, the one thing I would say is that task, the underneath it task, would have been such a brilliant opportunity for someone to spot that if that was the case, because they were all kind of raking through all sorts of things in that room, and still no luck on the secret task or secret tasks. As well, that's one thing we found out this week is that Alex Horne in the past, he's just said the one task. Whereas this, how many are there? How many little tasks?
Endless tasks.
Hidden from sight. Maybe there's one in every room.
Infinite tasks, maybe. Oh, well, we shall see. We shall find out. Okay, let's move on now to settling the scores, where we're going to talk about scores for one particular task, which I think we both disagreed quite strongly with Greg on.
Yes, it's a nickname task.
Yep.
Listen, I think we are both big fans of Sam Campbell. I think we both think he's hilarious. I don't know if he deserved 5 points for going out onto the street and telling someone to call him dodgy cigarettes.
Yeah.
As much as that's quite an amusing name, I think there is, we've talked about his effort and commitment in other tasks. Yeah. There was some great effort and commitment in the task on this task from other contestants. Lasso Perkins was robbed, I think. I think the production values in that,
Absolutely. The pun alone deserves something, surely. I agree. I also think Susan Wokoma did something very unusual and intriguing. She also said at one point that she has the soul of a murderer, which just didn't get any comments. And there's no other show other than Taskmaster where that doesn't get any comments. I also really like Julian's, actually. I think he got only 1 point, but calling himself Butch, slamming the table and destroying the caravan table, that's got to count for something, surely.
Yeah, it kind of very much fits into the persona he's had on the show so far, doesn't it? Of just kind of can't bother doing anything too outlandish, but just... I mean, listen, I think Greg himself said that he doesn't know why he found dodgy cigarettes so funny, and that does just kind of tap into, he's clearly been really won over by Sam, as I think, a lot of viewers have, but we were both big fans as well. I just think on this particular task, he could have shared the points around a bit better, I think.
Yeah, I agree. So speaking of the points, Sam is now out in front in the series. He's won 2 episodes. He's just ahead of Julian, who's in second. Then there's a bit of a gap to Sue, to Lucy, and then to Susan, who somehow is last. We were assuming Lucy Beaumont is going to be perpetually last for the whole series. No, it's now Susan.
Yeah, I don't know how that's happened, to be honest. She's not had too many massive disasters that I can think of straight off the top. But clearly just not picking up those points when it's or being robbed in nickname tasks.
Well, there you go. We're trying, Susan. We're trying so hard to give you the points. I think Sam obviously is the front runner now. We were particularly maybe Sue Perkin, but I think we're coming around maybe to thinking Sam has the edge.
Yeah, she's not quite hit the ground running, Sue Perkins. There's still a lot of time left, but she has been getting a bit frustrated with Alex and some of the tasks, which I think we thought was going to happen right from the start, and there are some more brilliant additions to the kind of Sue Perkins supercut, which I hope someone is editing as we speak.
Make it happen. She needs a thesaurus. She needs a thesaurus to get some more words in there. Okay, so we'll see. Will anyone be able to stop Sam Campbell? Right, that's it. Let us know what you thought of the episode in the comments below. Who do you think is going to win the season, and what is that secret task? We'll see you next week for more Taskmaster discussion.
I'm underneath it.